Pragmatics. What is pragmatics? Pragmatics is the study of visible meaning or how we recognize what is meant even when it isn't actually said or written and how words are used or the study of signs and symbols. For example, an example of pragmatics are how the same words can have different setting and how people react to different symbols. And pragmatics has three main components. The first component is pragmalinguistics, the second is socio-pragmatics, and the third is psycholinguistics. The first component is pragmalinguistics. Pragmalinguistics provides practical explanations on grammar, grammar and tries to find the most appropriate and practical structures for utterances in a language for teaching purpose. The second component is sociopragmatics. Sociopragmatics can be defined as the sociological interface of pragmatics. It indicates the social perceptions that underlie participants' interpretations and performance of communication actions. And also, sociopragmatics relate to the appropriate social behavior and learners must be made aware of the outcome of making of pragmatic choice. And the third is psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics with how children and non-native learners learn or acquire a foreign language and also present theories, approach, and principles to the language teaching area. It investigates how to design and organize a lesson plan. It can be stated that it makes a significant contribution to methodology. And in pragmatics, there is a context, and there are four types of context. The first type is cycle context, the second is epistemic context, the third is linguistic context, and the fourth is social context. The first context is cycle context. Cycle context is like where the conversations take a place, what objects are present, and what action are taking place. And the second is epistemic context. Epistemic context, like background knowledge shared by speakers and hearers. And the third is linguistic context. Linguistic context uh, is like utterances to the previous to the utterance. The fourth is social context. Social context is like social relationship and setting of speakers and hearers. And next is Dixis. Dixis refers to the phenomenon wherein understanding the meaning of certain words and phrase in a utterance requires contextual information. And there are three kinds of Dixis. The first is person Dixis, place Dixis, and time Dixis. Person Dixis used to point people like me and you. And the second is place Dixis. Place Dixis used to point location in time, like now, then. And the third is time Dixis. Time Dixis is used to point to a time, as like now, then, tonight, and last week. And the next is reference and interference. Reference is an act by which a speaker or writer uses language to enable a listener or reader to identify something. For successful to occur, we must recognize the role of interference and collaborations between speaker and listener in thinking what the other has in mind. For example, the good thing and the stuff. Thank you.